Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Once again, it's your boy Makaveli with the gritty. Thanks for tuning in. AWA, African Attitude on y'all TV. Thank you very much. Before we start, I just want to it's a lot that's been going on. But this time, one of our brothers that go by the name of Heavy. Most of you might know him. He also go by Casanova Entertainment. He is in the hospital right now, and he's from what I'm understanding, he has stage 4 cancer, and he need our help. If you go to African Attitude or AWA page, you can get more of the information there. His also his page is up also as well. There's also a GoFund information also up there too. So if you want to help, also you can get in touch with the family as well. He is our brother, he's one of us, and keep him in our prayer. And we really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now we back to the real reason why we here. Um, I have a very, very special brother, bro, with me today, and he is doing a lot. You know, what we over here at African Attitude, our job is to put light on whoever that is out there that is doing something positive for not just for himself, herself, but for the whole, and the whole as a whole. So I have this good brother over here. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Basically, he gonna take over because he gonna let you guys know what he do and how everything started. And I'm gonna go ahead and introduce. He gonna introduce himself to you. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Can't call it, call it. Everything is good. How you feeling today?
I'm all right. I'm all right. And thanks so much for having me on your show. I must say you have an amazing and beautiful studio.
Thank you,
Really
thank you,
appreciate.
thank you very much. I
Really
appreciate it.
appreciate. For having me here, man.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you, thank
sir.
you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Right, so go ahead, introduce yourself. What they call you out there? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Kenneth Any Kweku. That's my full name,
Okay,
and my nickname as in AKA Kenzy Kweku Kalonji, and I happen to be the CEO of Triple K Entertainment.
okay,
So yeah, basically that's me. Yep.
okay. Okay, you said what entertainment?
Yeah, Triple K.
Triple K
That's
Entertainment.
Kenzi Kweku Kalonji.
Okay.
We have three Ks, right? KKK. So Triple K Entertainment. Yeah.
Okay. For those of you that don't know, go ahead and tell the people like what that what is this about, like how that started, and like and stuff like that.
Right.
Let's start from the beginning. From
Right,
the
right,
beginning.
right,
Right.
right. So I must say it all started when I completed my secondary school education. I must say you call it high school down here in America, right? So after my high school or secondary school education, I it's a lot, but let me take it a step at a
Right. Right.
time.
Right. 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 Go ahead.
So it all started after secondary school, and I had to pursue a radio course,
Okay.
right? Because I wanted to be a radio presenter badly, So I was understudying a whole lot of people, in the radio space, as in the media space,
Okay.
back home in Ghana, from Radio Gold to Joy FM to City FM. I was understanding a whole lot of people. So after school, I decided to delve into media work. So yeah, I had my radio school education at Radio Broadcasting and Development Foundation. It's called Rabodev, which is headed by Mr. Tommy and Anfosin. And then when I completed, I was like, look, I need to take this to the next level. So I had to pursue some courses at Ghana Institute of Journalism.
Okay.
It wasn't a degree or diploma course. It was short courses just to back whatever certificate I had.
Okay.
So from there I had to do my national service or do my internship, let me put it that way,
Okay. Right.
at
Right.
one FM station all the way in Somanya. It's called Right FM. And then I did one also far away in Tema Community 5. That was an online radio. I used to DJ there too. It's called Ghana-based radio. Before coming back to Accra. So yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg for
Damn,
me.
you have a dope ass resume.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you
Yep.
you ready to do so. Is was that something you always wanted to do as a child, or is it like you was trying to do something else and then out of nowhere, it's a passion you just got to, but you know what I mean, just do it something else?
Yeah. Before I answer this question, I would like to say one or few or two things before I continue. To most of our kids going to the secondary school back home in Ghana, I must say I'd wanted this opportunity badly to say this. I believe the Ministry of Education back home, they need to get somebody to educate them on the subjects they're about to choose. You understand?
Okay.
Because normally when you're about to choose your schools after junior secondary school, they ask you the kind of subject you want to study, right?
Okay.
And believe you me, I'm using myself as a case study. I was naive. Some of the subjects I chose, I didn't even know,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But then after school, I discovered my talent or my passion. So I should say this came from my family background because my grandmom, she used to be a church chorister, right? Okay. And then my dad used to be a DJ and he used to be MC an MC at the same time. Okay. He worked for a whole lot of people, but then I know for once that he worked with Ghana Broadcasting Corporation as well. Okay. So I believe the passion came from
Right,
there.
right. So you could definitely say it was
Yeah.
like a traditional, like a bloodline thing.
Right,
So,
like a bloodline thing.
right.
So
Okay.
after school, as in my secondary school education, I was like, yo, this is what I really wanted to do. Matter of fact, I had to study science. I was a science student in Wesley Grammar School based in Dansoman, DC. Okay. That's my neighborhood. And then if I had known, I would have pursued like showbiz. I should have studied like general arts instead. Okay. But like I said, I was too naive. I didn't know what I was really about.
Right.
I chose certain subjects like, just because, people are like, yo, Charlie, if you choose this particular subject, it means you're up there, So I was like, okay, let me go in for science, for people to see that, But after school, I saw the reality. I was like, no, I chose the wrong subject. So basically, yeah.
Right. So to piggyback on what you were saying about the whole, education system in Ghana and stuff like that. So you 100% right about that, right? But the thing is, I have to say that's just not Ghana.
Right.
Because over here, right, the same thing as well too. Because it's a lot of kids that, go to school, go to college, right? Thinking that, all right, you have to take this subject to graduate.
Right.
But then when you graduate, when you take all that subject, and then when you graduate, you got the degree, but you don't have the job for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you
Right.
end up doing something that you actually wanted to do, right? So that comes to my next question. So when you decided to make that decision to transition from what you really wanted to do to your passion, because I believe it's two different things. You can do something that you love, and you can do something that you have passion for, right?
Right.
Was that accepted by your parents as well? Did it be like, okay, you know what? This is what you want to do, so we cool with it? Or did it like be like, nah, you gotta do this, you gotta do this? Because as an African, we Africans,
Right.
our parents just always
Right.
want us to do this, but want to do that.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said before, I was a bit naive. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Okay. Even though the passion was there for the music and entertainment and stuff like that. Okay. So, I had to try different stuff. It didn't work for me. I even went into fashion designing.
Okay.
I even went into modeling. It didn't work for me. So I was like, yo, listen, this is my passion. I love music. Right. I could, you understand where I'm coming from? Right. I was like, no, let me just do me. So it took a while for them to understand because they wanted me to, rewrite my exam because I had to fill certain subjects which I had to better for me to get to the tertiary level, either the polytechnic or the university, right? So what happened was I had to convince my mom. I told her, yo, listen, this is what I really want to do. and it wasn't like I'm just there doing nothing. I really want to do something, but I haven't found that particular thing yet. So that was why I told you, so I decided to, instead of me waiting to take those exams, I had to go to the radio school, and I was doing all those research by myself,
Okay.
because I needed to find myself and know what I really want to do. You understand? So from there, I had to go to the Ghana Institute of Journalism, and there, I had to link up one or two friends, and they told me about this radio station or FM station in Sobanya called Right FM, and then I did some work there. I was there for closely about 2 years, and then came back to Accra. I had to work with Ghana-based radio,
Okay.
and then from there, let me tell you this one. From there, I was like, yo, listen. You know how our places, as in Africa, especially Ghana, we don't really have the money to fund ourselves like that. So I said, no, let me just do my thing. So whilst I was working, I had to save some money for myself, because I wanted to be an entrepreneur, own my own business, because I want to sleep anytime I want to sleep and wake up when I want to. I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in that 7 to 5 job, So along the line, a friend introduced me to his manager or his boss. He works at this nightclub called Glenn's Nightclub. Way back, yeah. So I had to work at Glenn's Nightclub. I was about 20, 25 years ago. I was still a kid, but I was giving it to them. I was the MC at the club by then. So whilst I was the MC there, I was still saving money to get my own DJing equipment. You understand? So it got to a point I had to employ people to be working for me whilst I was also in the club, making some money. You understand? So people was working for me. That was how come I got the name Triple K Entertainment, because I had to register my business, right? So basically, yeah, that's something. Yeah.
So how you tradition? Cause you based in Ghana, right?
I base here.
Over here.
I base over here.
Oh yeah. All right. So how long you been like over here? Like how long you been?
Yeah. So I've been here for 5 years. January 8th was my 5th year in America.
Okay.
I live in the Bronx, Co-op City, Baychester, yeah, close to the Bay Plaza Mall. So yeah, I've been here for 5 years.
Okay.
Yep.
So is there like any like artists like you working with, or like are you planning to like work with any artists and stuff like that? Anything like?
Matter of fact, since I came, I was doing some, one or two emceeing jobs, as a side gig.
Okay.
I work as a full-time security guard.
Okay.
And I work as an events security guard as well.
Okay.
So I'm still learning on the job, yeah, because of the passion I have for showbiz and media work, I decided to take something that, I need to be happy on my job. You need to be happy with whatever you do. So I should say for now, I'm not really into showbiz stuff yet. The focus is on my work, as in the full-time security job, and then the event security guard thing I'm doing for now. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's most definite, because listen, man, we out here in America, you gotta get the money, the bills, everything it costs.
Facts.
So once you get the money, then you can, do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So like, what is it that like what is the direction are you trying to take? Like what is it like? Let's say what is it that you want people to know about you? About that, what is it that you want people to know about like what you're doing?
Right. So what I want people to know about me, I'm just trying to give back to society, right? I really want to put people on the map. That's how has always been my dream. I just want to see one artist make it, or two artists make it, and be like, yo, I was part of his journey.
Okay.
Right? Or his success journey.
Nice.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is trying to organize my own events, and then I just put them on. I just got back from Ghana. I hosted an event known as Dance Star Fest.
Okay.
And Dance Star Fest.
Yeah, So talk. Not cut you. Yeah, talk more about that. What is that?
Yeah,
a lot of people want to know about that.
Yeah, so somebody might want to know what Dance Star Fest is. Right. Listen, I live in a neighborhood called Dansoman.
Okay.
Right?
In Kumasi.
No, in Accra.
In Accra?
In Accra.
God damn,
yeah,
I get my shit right.
Yeah. In Dansoman, I live in a neighborhood called Dansoman. Okay. And we have three names, right?
Okay.
This is something enough people don't know. So we have the Dansoman, and another name for Dansoman is Dansterdam,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's Dansterdam. If you're on the streets, we don't even say Dansoman, we say Dansterdam or DC,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So the name Dunsterfest, it came from Dunsterdam,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Makes
because
sense.
I decided to use that name because it's it migrated from Dansoman. You know,
Okay. Okay.
that was my that's my home.
Okay.
You know, so I decided to use
Use that name.
Dunsterfest.
All right.
You
It makes sense.
understand?
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
So basically, I know my next question is gonna be like, what's Dunsterfest?
Right.
So
Oh yes.
yeah,
Very
so
much.
Dunsterfest is more or less like a reggae and Afrobeat festival.
Okay.
I have to put together by myself, and I have my team back home in Ghana. We had to put this together, but everything was funded by me.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah.
Really dope. So the artists is like, do you have like artists from Ghana and stuff like that you bring it to perform, or like, or just artists from like different places and stuff like that? How you do that?
No, like I said, I'm trying to give back to society. You
Okay,
know,
okay.
I've been here for 5 years.
Okay.
The last time I went to Ghana was, I think, somewhere in December.
Okay.
And I just got back on the 8th of January. So, like I said, I'm giving back to society. So, most of the artists that perform are Ghanaians. You know, the first step they say is always the hardest. So, I need to start from the bottom to get to the top.
Okay.
You
That's very
understand? Just
true.
like your
Very
TV
true.
starting from the bottom to get
Very
up there.
true. Very
You
true.
know, because I had to fund everything by myself, put this artist on promotion wise, you know, whatchamacallit. A whole lot went into that. I can't really pinpoint this and that, and you know, yeah.
No, that's dope. That's pretty dope. So is there like cause I mean I know you gotta have like a team that you work with. Like
Right.
do you have like a team that you work with? You want to give a shout out to them? Give the names out. Anybody you working with?
Yeah, so
Back home in Ghana, out here. It could be anybody.
yeah, so I must say I have a team here,
Okay.
and I have a team back home in Ghana too. So first and foremost, I like to shout to my wife.
Okay.
You know, she also has her entertainment company. It's called We Global Arts Festival. You know, she be doing her own thing, and she and the family, they really supported me, as in the Ludovic crew.
Okay.
They really supported my project. And then back home in Ghana, I must say, shouts going out to you, Dundee, CEO of Hits Alert.
Okay.
And also to Pakwesia Hinsa, to Kwesia Mwaku, to Eddie Basti, to my big brother, Pelastic, to Andy, aka Bolagus, a whole lot of people, to Bruno Carmen, aka Not Nice, I had a whole crew. And not forgetting my brother, he really supported me. He really surprised me on that day. He's called Nini Mogash.
Okay.
Yeah, Nini Mogash, he's into entertainment or showbiz full time. He rents out stuff like, lighting systems and sound, and if you need stage for your shows and etc. So I must say, big up yourself, Nini Mogash, and he's the CEO of Cartel Events
Okay.
Hub, in Ghana. So yeah, basically that's it for now.
So yeah, definitely a big shout out to everybody that you just named right now. It's always right. So to have the right people with
And
you.
also not forgetting the CEO of Afri Gardens, Mr. T, and also to the manager of Fizzles Platinum. Yeah, Nanaya Osafo, aka Showboy. Yeah, Shagay.
There you
Big
go.
up
You know what I
yourself.
mean?
Yeah, man.
So I could tell that you have the right support. You have the right people around you.
Right.
And I could see that you have the right mindset and the right vision of what you want to do. You know what I mean? So for me, I would just say just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep pushing, and that leads to my next question. So you being in Ghana and all that time, and you just came over here, like what's the difference, like what I mean, like you see any type of difference between it?
Yeah. I should say I see a whole lot of difference. I see a bit of everything. Sometimes I don't even want to talk about it. I see a bit of racism. Yeah, Yeah, sometimes the kind of reception they give the light-skinned dude, they never give the black man that kind of reception, and
Welcome to
it
America.
happens all the time. I've been to places, I've been to lounges, I've been to restaurants, and sometimes for them to even offer you a seat, they be like, "Yo, we don't have it." and the next man just come in, you see the skin color, and they be like, "Yo, go for it." So
Working to
it's like everywhere, it
working to
cuts
money.
across. But to me, I keep saying, yeah, you just need to stick to your kind. You don't go to places where you're not accepted. When you get used to the system, I do more of Caribbean restaurants. I prefer that place to any other place else. So yeah.
So that lead to my next question. So would you saying that on with the whole racist and stuff like that, you being as a musician where you supposed to go to where it doesn't matter, right? Does that limit your, what I mean, either getting money or doing performance and stuff like that
No,
because
let
of
me
the
tell
race?
you one
Because the
thing.
race.
Point of correction. I'm not a musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, you're just asking,
right,
just
right,
in case.
yeah, right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can see you a musician. It's the same thing, but we gonna save that for that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But basically, your job is going out there,
Right.
to perform or to do whatever you to do on the mic or whatever you got to do, right?
Right.
Right. But you got to go to places where they say there's racists and stuff like that, right? So my question is, does that limit you from like doing what you got to do, or you one of those people that be like, you know what, because it's racism over there, I'm gonna stop from going over there, or you like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna still go because you want to make the people happy, right? So you gonna still go? Are you that person?
I'll still go because the question you asked me, am I related to my job,
Okay,
right?
okay.
We have all types of people at the job site. We got a straight, we got a bi, we got a
That's
trans.
right,
And I have
100%.
all of them in my circle. I wouldn't say because I'm not gay or straight,
Right.
I wouldn't, you
Right. So
understand,
basically, it doesn't
vibe with
stop you.
them.
Right,
So
right,
nothing stops me.
right.
Nothing stops me. I mean, the most important thing is me going out there to make my money and I'm out. That's it. You know?
I mean, as an artist, not even an artist, as a person,
Yeah.
that's how you should feel as a
Right.
person. Nothing shouldn't stop you because of the race or the gender of the person. You should still live your life according to how you want to
Right.
live your
Right.
life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's go back all the way back, right? So, where are you from originally from Ghana? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the eastern part of Ghana. It's called Eburi Mountains. Yeah, that's where you have all the greens and it's a beautiful weather over there. And that's where Bob Marley's wife,
Okay,
Rita
all right,
Marley, that's
all
where she
right.
resides.
Okay, that's dope.
And other top-notch artists from Ghana, they also resided due to, the climate change, and it's
Okay.
beautiful over there. So
Okay.
originally, that's where my family,
Okay.
my dad,
Your dad,
yeah,
your mom.
yeah, my dad, my granddad, that's where they're from.
Okay.
So once in a while, we just pull up, say hi to them, and migrate to Accra.
All right, that's dope.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about about growing up. Like you grew up like your father, your mother, your brothers, your sister. Like you had like a big family and stuff like that. Was it like
Yeah,
that?
I grew up. I grew up with my whole family. It's not extended. I grew up within a nuclear family. So yeah, I grew up with my mom, my dad. My siblings.
Okay.
I used to have one sibling, but now I think they're about 3, 4. Those are steps. So I should say I grew up with my elder brother, with my mom, my dad. And then later we had to, move to our grandmoms. That's where the whole training. Yeah, that's where the whole training, the proper training, let me put it that way, came
With
through
the
because
right.
grandma don't play.
She don't play at all.
Grandma don't play. It's
Okay.
time for you to do your homework. Go do your
gonna
homework.
have
It's
to
time
do
for
that
you to
homework.
shower. Go shower. It's time for you to wake up and go to school. So everything was on point. And don't forget, grandma, she used to own a school. That's a nursery or daycare
Oh, okay.
center.
Oh yeah. So she extra straight.
Yeah, and
yes.
she used
don't
to
play
be,
that.
She don't play that, and she used to be a former headmistress too.
Oh yeah.
That's
so
where
okay.
the whole upbringing, and and on Sundays too, you need to make sure you go to church.
That's
and
right. That's
a
right.
must.
Yeah. So, listen, I know. So
Yeah.
I'm half Liberian, half Ghanaian, right?
Right.
So my mother, I tell people this all the time. Nobody believe it when I say this, right? My mother is a pastor.
Right.
My father was a pastor. Rest in peace to his soul. He passed away about 3 years ago.
Right.
Right. So I know about that. So I know about the upbringing. I know that, I know how straight it could really bring. Like, but also it could be a good thing, and it could also be. I mean, to me, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because when you grew up according to how you supposed to, You know what I mean? You become a better person, and you know you do what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So I think it's good with that. So we about to take 5 minute break real quick, and we gonna be back. You know what I mean? We got a lot to talk about. Don't move. Once again, it's your boy Makaveli. Stay tuned. Be right back. Peace.